Hi everyone, Bill here from Llamaste Family Yoga Center. Today I'm going to guide you through a brief warm-up. This is great to do before any practice. It's also great to do even if you're not going to do a yoga practice, but just if you need to gain some flexibility and some alignment and some steadiness in your breath and focus. Let's begin by closing our eyes and getting into a comfortable seated position. You can sit cross-legged or you can sit with your legs out. If you're sitting in a chair, that's fine. A lot of these poses can have variations, which you can do in a chair, which you'll see in one of my other videos, Yoga in a Chair series. So close your eyes, relax your jaw, and take full deep belly breaths, inhaling through your nostrils and exhaling. You can exhale through your nostrils or through your mouth, whichever is easier. I prefer nostrils as your nose contains hairs that when you inhale, they filter out the impurities, and when you exhale, you blow away all those impurities into the air. As you breathe, notice your belly rise up. So you inhale, and as you exhale, allow your belly to empty. Practice this for a few rounds. And as you breathe, notice how your jaw feels. You want your jaw to feel loose, and there's a great way, a trick to do this. It's called tip to tongue at fire point. Gently rest the tip of your tongue behind your two front teeth and the ridge behind your front teeth. Not on the teeth, but just above it, where your gum ends. And allow the rest of your tongue to relax. And notice your jaw will relax more comfortable, it will feel looser. And this is a great practice to do throughout the day. Anytime you're in a chair, except for if you're eating, of course, or if you're speaking. Tip to tongue lightly at fire point. You'll feel good too. And healthier and younger. Continue to breathe in and out. Allow your belly to expand as you inhale, and as you exhale, allow it to empty. Let's come onto our hands and knees in a tabletop position. When you get into this position, notice where your shoulders are, that they're directly above your wrists, and that your knees are below your hips. Relax your feet. You can press the tops of your feet onto the mat, or you can tuck your toes, whichever is the most comfortable. And begin by doing some cat-cow poses. Inhale, arch your lower back, bring your shoulders back, your tailbone up, and exhale, round your lower back, gazing towards your belly button. Tuck your tailbone in. Inhale, round, arch your lower back, bring your shoulders, blades back, gazing up, and exhale, round your back, gazing towards your navel. And then we'll try for one more round. Inhale, arching your lower back, bring your tailbone up, your shoulders up, gazing up, and exhale, rounding your lower back, gazing towards your navel. Separate your knees, bringing them to the edges of your mat, and slowly lower your sit bones down to your heels. You bring your feet together so your toes touch. And then allow your belly to fall between your thighs, your forehead to come down to the mat. Relax your shoulders, resting your forehead onto the mat. If it's more comfortable for you, you can stack your hands and rest your forehead on top of your hands. Or you can even put a cushion below your forehead. The more your knees are separated out, the lower you can go in this child's pose. This is actually an inversion, which means that your head is lower than your neck. This allows the blood to flow to your brain, sending oxygen over to your brain and then around your organs. It's great for your focus. It's great for your circulation. As you inhale, allow your body to come up. Use your exhale. Allow your sit bones to fold more. As you lengthen your back and relax your shoulders, inhale and exhale. You can turn your palms up to the ceiling. This is a great variation in the pose. This helps relax your shoulders. And turn your palms back down. Meet me onto your hands and knees. And let's do some shoulders and hip stretches. Inhale, reach your left arm out in front of you. Your thumb to the ceiling, your fingers pointing forward. And reach your right leg back, pointing your toes to the back of your mat. Your right shoulder is directly above your wrist. Inhale, bring your left elbow to meet your right knee. And exhale, send your right leg back out, your left arm out. Inhale, reach your left arm to the side, bend your right knee, and reach back towards your ankle. And exhale, grip your ankle in your hand, and allow your lower back to naturally arch. Using your ankle to pull your left shoulder back, and your left shoulder to pull your right ankle. Creating also full circle. Turn your gaze up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Deepen your stretch. And exhale. And for one more deep breath, inhale, exhale. And let's bring everything back down to the mat. And returning to your tabletop pose. Inhale, send your left leg out in front and your right arm forward. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Send your right elbow in towards your left knee. Inhale. Point your left leg back, your right arm forward. Inhale, reach your right arm to the side, bend your left knee, and then send your left ankle into your right hand. Inhale, and exhale, deepening that stretch. Notice how your right shoulder feels. Use the strength of your right shoulder to pull your ankle towards you, and then with equilibrium, use your left ankle to pull your right shoulder back. Notice how your left side oblique feels. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, looking up, exhale, and then for one more deep breath, inhale. Return your left leg to the mat. Right arm down. And then inhale into one cow pose. This allows you to release tension from your lower back. And exhale into a cat, gazing towards your navel, tucking your tailbone, and then into a neutral spine. Inhale, tuck your toes into the mat. And exhale, allow your sit bones to come up towards the ceiling and back into downward facing dog. Make some adjustments Plant the balls of your feet into the mat or relax your toes. You can keep your knees at a slight bend. Always keep them in a slight bend, never locking your knees. That's very bad for your knees when you lock them. Keep them engaged, always keep them soft. And rotate your shoulder blades away from your ears. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to take a break for a second. I'll show you how you do that. So a lot of people make the mistake of rolling the shoulder blades towards the ears like this. You want it away from your ears. This allows you to come into a natural straight back. And notice your hands. Your middle finger should be pointed towards the front. And apply less pressure on your pinky and ring finger and more towards your thumb and index fingers. Use the base of your palms, pushing to allow your back to come straighter and longer, and relax your neck, gazing towards your knees. Start pedaling your feet, bending your right knee and your left knee, alternating. This gives you a great hip stretch. It's great for your lower back. Notice your abdomen. Engage your abdomen. This supports your lower back. Inhale for a deep breath. And exhale. On the next inhale, lower both knees down to the mat. And exhale, bring your right foot forward, coming into a runner's lunge. You can bring your hands to your heart center in prayer, or you can rest them on your leg, stacking your hands up. I like to bring my knee a little bit forward so it's in between the ankle and your toes. And you can now allow your back knee to come back. Rest the top of your foot onto the mat. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring your arms up over your head, interlacing your thumb and your fingertips, or you can keep your palms parallel to each other for a nice shoulder stretch. Exhale out and inhale for one more deep breath, allowing your shoulders to extend back. You need to come slightly forward, keeping it always in front of your toes. Inhale and exhale. Let's do a twist to your right side. Bring your hands to your heart center in prayer, and then twist over to your right and gaze in between the fingertips, your middle fingers. For great variation, you can tuck your toes down and lift your left knee off the mat, or you can keep it on the mat, yogi's choice. Inhale, and as you exhale, deepen that twist. Inhale and exhale. And for one more deep breath, inhale, exhale. And now come back to the center and send your right leg out in front. Straighten your leg, coming down to a half split. Don't worry about how low you can come down. You can use bolsters or blocks if you want. Or you can just keep your fingertips alongside. As you inhale, allow your shoulders to come back, allow yourself to slightly release, and as you exhale, bring your nose closer to your knee. Inhale and exhale. Variation, you can reach to your toes with your right hand. If you feel a sense of balance with both hands. And then for one more deep breath, inhale and exhale. And now allow your torso to come up. Bend your right knee, bring your body back, and coming back down onto your hands and knees. Inhale, take a deep breath, tucking in your toes. And exhale, send your sit bones up and back into a downward facing dog. Notice your shoulder blades rotating away from your ears. Turn your gaze downward towards your thumbs. And allow the heels of your feet to grind towards the mat. They don't necessarily have to be on the mat. I'm using the balls of your feet and the base of your palms Allow yourself to come back, making sure your sit bones are up and back. Inhale, come down onto your hands and knees. And exhale, send your left leg out in front into your runner's lunge. Remember, your knee can come off the mat, or you can keep it on the mat. Yogi's choice. Inhale, reach both your arms up over your head, interlocking your thumb and your index fingers, and exhale. Remember to make sure your knee never comes up in front of your toes. Inhale, take a deep breath, extending your shoulders back, your palms towards the ceiling, arching your lower back, and exhale, bring your hands back to your heart center in prayer, and now twisting over to your left side. Turn your gaze to between the middle tips, the middle fingertips. Inhale for a deep breath, and exhale, taking a twist. If your knee came off the mat on one side, go ahead and do it on the other side. We always want to do the same exact thing on each side of the body. This is how we keep our body balanced and aligned on both the right and left side. Inhale and exhale, deepen your twist. Inhale, exhale, and for one more deep breath, inhale and exhale. Notice your right side hip flexors. Bring your right knee back to the mat if it's lifted off. Inhale, extend your shoulder blades up and back. And exhale, send your left leg out in front of the mat into your half split. Remember, don't worry about how low you can go. We're not ballerinas, we're yogis. It's what you put in the pose, your ability. Inhale and exhale. Bring your nose down towards your knee. Inhale, allow yourself to slightly relax. To release, relax your neck. And exhale, deepen your pose. Inhale, take one more deep breath and exhale. And now inhale, you bend your left knee, you can use a hand for help. And exhale, come back down to a tabletop. Inhale, push your toes down onto the mat and allow your knees to lift and your sit bones to come up and back. And exhale into your downward facing dog. Pedaling your knees, relaxing your hip, noticing how your lower back feels. Remember, you can soften your knees and you push down the base of your palm and allow your shoulders to rotate away from your ears. Let's come down onto our knees. Inhale and exhaling, separate your knees once again. Allow your sit bones to come down to your heels. Extend your arms in front into a child pose. Notice your back lengthen. See how far your sit bone can go towards your heels. The further out your knees are from each other, the lower down you can go. There's also a relaxing pose. It's any part of your practice. If you feel you're rest, you can always go back to this pose. This is your home. Inhale, exhaling, feeling your lower back lengthen, your shoulders relax. Now inhale, back into a hands and knees tabletop. And now exhale, we're going to come out into a high plank pose. This is a straight pose. It's like you position yourself for a push-up. Allow your feet to be shoulder distance apart. Your shoulders directly above your hands. Your body straight and long. Engage your core. That supports your lower back, your abdominal muscles. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring your knees chest and chin down to the mat. And exhale. Inhale, bring your shoulders up and back into a baby cobra. Exhale, focusing on muscles of your lower back. For those of you that might be uncomfortable, a great variation is a Sphinx pose. You rest your forearms onto the mat and you can gaze forward. Notice when you push the tops of your feet down to the mat and engage the muscles of your lower back. This allows your shoulders to naturally come up and chest forward and back. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to come back into a baby cobra pose. Inhale. Exhale, inhale. Using the muscles of your lower back. And exhale. Let's come back onto our hands and knees. And pressing down the toes into a downward facing dog. Let's come back forward into a high plank. Remember your shoulders directly above your wrists, your body straight. And exhale. Lower down your knees, chest and chin. Inhale into your baby cobra or your sphinx. Yogi's choice, I'll do a sphinx this time. And exhale. Inhale, using the muscles of your lower back. Bring your shoulders back and exhale. Inhale. And exhale, noticing your shoulders come up, pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale for one more deep breath. And exhale onto your hands and knees. Inhale, take a deep breath. And exhale into your downward facing dog. Find a few rounds of breath. Make your adjustments you need, separating your shoulders away from your ears by rotating them externally away from your ears. Allow your heels to grind down to the mat. They don't necessarily have to touch the mat. It's better to bend your knees if you need to. Like this allows you to lengthen your lower back. Notice how that feels. Relax your neck. Turn your gaze towards your knees. Inhale and exhale. Notice your fingertips. Remember not to apply pressure on your pinky or your ring finger. On next inhale, begin to walk your feet towards your hands. Slowly, taking slow, deliberate steps. You can slide your hands to meet your toes and come down to a forward fold. I'm going to come back into a back stretch. Interlace your fingers and extend your shoulders back. Notice when you do this, your nose comes closer to your knees. Inhale and exhale. Always keep your knees soft and engaged. See how far up you can extend your shoulders. And now inhale, release both your arms. And bend your elbows, cupping each elbow in the opposite hand. Allowing the crown of your head to hover above your forearms. Shake your head yes and shake your head no. And from side to side. Lower your arms. And slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. Keeping your neck down into your entire lumbar spine, your thoracic spine. And straight. Allow your neck to lift. And come to the front of your mat. I'm going to face you so you see how I'm standing. Bring your hands to your side. Continue to take full deep belly breaths. And use this moment to relax and feel the effects of your warm-up. Let's bring your hands to your heart center in prayer. You can remain standing, or you can come into a seated position. If you're doing a practice, this is a great place to continue to stand and come into your next sequence. And give thanks to yourself for taking this time to practice. Llamaste.